What's good, guys? Your boy Dero, aka Ddmon'S. Welcome to a brand new YouTube video. Today, guys, I am bringing you back another Ddmon'S moment. Yes, that's my moments. Now, guys, in my previous video, I said I'll be talking about my other personal experience. Now, guys, my other personal experience is me almost getting stabbed to death, I guess. And you know what? It's actually shocking. Like, I never thought I could be in this situation. And like someone coming to you make you feel so vulnerable for whatever particular reason is not right, especially with a weapon. Now this was like around the time where I was just finishing secondary school, finishing year 11, finished all my GCSEs and decided to hang out with my boys. So basically one Friday I think I had one exam like left after I finished this other exam. I think it was science, if I remember correctly. And basically I went home and I got a call from my boy AJ, and he was like, yo Ddmon'S, do you want to come college with us, because I haven't enrolled. So I was like, oh come on man, how come you haven't enrolled? It's so late. He said he sent off application form to the college, and I was like, alright, cool, I'll go with you. And then a group of our boys, like CK and that, all went to their college, because they all were like enrolling there and applying stuff, and they had to collect like what's it called? They had to collect some further information, and soon GCSE results day was in like the next month. So basically I asked my mum, she said, yeah, go for it, Ddmon'S, go. So I went to their college, not a problem. Went on the bus, came off, there was a few boys, but like luckily my friend and his brother, oh my days, if it wasn't for my boy Ibo's brother, I don't know what would have happened, because there was this group of boys and luckily they knew my boy Ibo and his brother, and they wouldn't have touched him or bothered us. So after coming from the college, we went to a place where we would hang around, but not hang around like on the street. We'd go somewhere where everybody would go, like near the park, go to the park near our area and just chill. And then after we went McDonald's, because my friend was hungry, so we all chilled there. Then my other friend Chris, he came over with his dog and he sat down with us and he's all chilling McDonald's. Then AJ went home because he's not far from McDonald's, and he just lives that around the corner. So he decided to go home because he got a bit bored. So after that, shortly, like about 10 to 15 minutes, some individual came in, a young individual aged like, I guess like 19, which is, he looked like 18, 19. He was like how much he was older than me, and he was like tall, and he kind of looked like Bobby Schmurda, I guess, but not in the joke way, because like it was kind of weird, because he just walked in, he had his iPad in his hand, and he's walked in, I never paid him attention. So me and my friends were chilling, and for some reason I see nothing's going on. I just chill, act like I'm me, don't feel intimidated or shit. Then the guy like walks out shopping, and me and my friends like just chilling, and then next minute all I see is I turn my head and the guy's like, what? Like he suddenly just stopped, and I'm like, what fam, do I know you from somewhere? So automatically I go quiet, because I'm not like much of a fighter, I'm a talker, and you know what, I don't have time for this. Like I don't want to be with someone for strictness. Like I don't have time for that. Like I that's not my life. So I didn't pay him attention. He came closer, and stupidly I was sitting on my own and my friends were on the other side. So you know those McDonald's seats next to the wall where there's the table and then there's two like booths, like two seats where two people can sit, and then there was like two on the other side and there was a wall. I was sitting next to the booth where the wall is, and stupidly the guy came and sat next to me, so he trapped me and I couldn't move. So I automatically went quiet, and he sat down and started questioning us. He asked us like, what do we have for him, and like what are we doing in this area. Now I automatically went quiet because my heart was beating fast, and I've never been in this situation before, and I know what to do in this situation, but I realize now that you can't stay quiet. Like, these aren't saying you leave, like, don't pay people any attention and stuff. So obviously I went quiet and said, oh, I'm here waiting for a friend. And I said I was waiting for a friend, and he was like, oh, what do you have for me, fam? What do you have for me? So I had my keys pocket and a few, like 5p in my pocket, because that was what I had left after spending the change to get at least buy lunch for from after school. And the guy was like, oh, what am I gonna take off you? What have you got to me for me today? So obviously I got even more shook, and my heart was beating in my mouth. Like, my heart was beating so fast in my mouth, I went quiet, I couldn't speak at all. I was so nervous, and he was like, oh, I know your heart's beating fast, why are you being so paranoid for? Like, why are you moving so, like, paranoid for? So he's like, oh, I know your heart's beating bare fast, fam, you can see it in your face. So he obviously intimidated me, and then I was like, what, I got nothing for you. And he's like, oh, don't give me that attitude. And I was like, what attitude? He's like, don't give me that attitude, bro. So I went even more quiet, and then he's like, you think I'm joking with you? And it got a bit more serious, and I was sweating, like I had a cap on, sweating even more. And I was thinking, why does it have to happen to me? Why does it have to happen to me at this time? Like, I only came to McDonald's because my friend was hungry to chill for a bit, and by that time it was like going on to near to 3, and I knew that I had to get my sister for 3:15, pick her up, get home and stuff. And I promised my mum I'd get my sister, and I didn't want any trouble, I didn't want any drama or beef, and it happened to happen. So the guy was still sitting next to me, got up, and he was like, oh, why are you still giving me attitude? So I was even more shook, and my heart was beating through my mouth, like I keep on saying. And then he actually like, oh, I'll stab you. Like, you think I'm joking? I'll pull out the shank on you. And he pulled out some big knife. Like, he pulled out like one of the steak knives that people use for butchering. And I was surprised. Like, my eyes like went out of my head. And I knew it wasn't no joke, and I knew it was no joke. I took it serious. I never thought that he would actually pull it out, and he pulled it out in front of me and a lot of people, and this made me feel like I was gonna die on the spot. And he was like, oh, if you go anywhere I'll chase you, and he'll get his people and get his dog on us. So what happened is I went even more quiet, and I didn't pay him any attention. And you know what's the funny thing? I was with like 4 of my boys, CK, Chris, and another boy that I'm not going to name for reasons, because I'm sure they don't want to be named. But I was chilling with them, and the guy only came up to me because he saw my friend, and that was it. He knew the rest of my friends because they was in the area all the time, every day, and I wasn't. So he basically picked on me, thought, oh, let me get this Ddmon'S, like, let me get this person. I don't know who they are, I don't know where they're from, like what they doing these like ends for. So he only targeted me, and that was, I felt like that was very unfair. So he pulled out this blade and he showed it around. He's like, oh, I'll get you, and he was gonna point at me. So I was gonna be like, oh no, what's happening? Now this is the worst thing, that this is the thing that really pees me off with people, and like ignorant dickheads, like people in general, society. This is the thing I learned. You can never ever like see anybody helping you in these situations, guys. Like, I was sitting in McDonald's in front of people, even someone's friend's mum, and she might not remember me. I was sitting with my boy's friend. I was sitting next besides my friend's mum on the other side of the table, and she left eventually, and she didn't really say anything, but she didn't remember who I was, because it's been a long time. I haven't seen her in a long time, and I've been playing football with her son like recently. So this is the thing that really peeved me off and annoyed me to the max. People, society, and listen carefully, people, especially I'm targeting teenagers and yeah, all ages from 10 to 11, 10 from 10 to 18, even older, much older, even adults. Listen, yeah, people who hold you at knife point or any situation like that which is life threatening, people ain't gonna help you. I was sitting in a booth in McDonald's. No, I saw two European guys, yeah, foreign guys, that were sitting on the opposite side of me, yeah, on another table, and they watched me be held at knife point. Now this is the funny thing that really annoys me even more. I was sitting there and they saw everything and they acted like they didn't see nada, and that annoyed me, because how are you watching people like that and they're not reacting or saying anything to anybody or stopping the person, and they act like it's not their business, but when it happens to them they want people to save them. And the thing that kind of annoyed me even more is that the person who held me at knife point made it look like he was having a private conversation, like we knew him. I never knew Jack, I never knew him. He came to me, yeah, and threatened me at knife point in front of my friends, yeah, and then these two guys watched me get held at knife point, acting like they never saw nothing, like the guy was socializing with me like he's a friend of mine, like I've known him for time, and I'm trying to get something off him just because I'm a young black individual. And that annoyed me even more. So my friend has been the same experience. He said he got held up in knife point at a train station, yeah, and people had bags, they had little pouches, night pouches, and he pulled out their knives and threatened them on the spot, and they had to give them their phones. Like, first of all, who the hell are these people to stop you at knife point and try and take what you have and try and make you vulnerable and look weak in front of everybody because they have a weapon? That intimidates you automatically. And then other people walk past you, deliberately walk past you, look at you and act like nothing's happening because it's none of their business. But none of them want to do anything though. They're like, oh, it's another person, it's none of my business. let me walk off. No, help a person. Because when it happens to you, you want the whole flipping society to help you. You want police to help you. You couldn't help a young individual, like, be okay. No, you had to watch them and walk past that like, none of my business. But when it happens to you, you want people to come help you. Like, I don't respect that. And that annoyed me and upset me, and I realised that the hard way. And me being held at knife point in front of my friends made me even more shook. And then my friends got let off because like no one troubled them, they didn't trouble me. And the worst thing is, yeah, when I went home, my mum started crying. My mum cried on the spot. She wasn't happy with what she saw. I picked up my sister. I kept on looking back every second, thinking the person might follow me, even though they gone in the opposite direction. I watched them go in the opposite direction. And the worst thing is, when I came home and I was like, Mum, I got something to tell you. She's like, what? I've been held at knife point. She cried. She cried in front of me. And my mum cries a lot when it's a serious thing. And it's just like difficult for her to understand and comprehend, like, why would this happen? Someone would do that to her son. Like, it could happen to anyone, but she didn't want it to happen to me, and it shouldn't happen to anybody. She wouldn't wish that because my mom's not that. But it's not fair. Like, people can like take away your power, manipulate you, and make you feel vulnerable on the spot like that. And she was so happy that I was home and stuff, and she started crying, and she's like, oh, I want to call police. But I said, no, don't call police. And I spoke to my dad, and my dad asked me, yo, Ddmon'S, you're right, you good? Like, I had to explain to him, yeah, I'm good. And my auntie and my uncle said he used to go carnival, and told me his experiences about how he used to go carnival, people held him at knife point. I've had friends in college right now, one of them went carnival not long ago recently, and got stabbed because he was known in the area and he didn't feel the knife. All these problems in like society like that. So guys, I'm gonna end it there. If you like what you see in the gameplay at the back, make sure to get me at the Twitter at Ddmon'S. Make sure to like, subscribe to my channel. Also make sure to check out Fatal Grips. Make sure you use my discount code Ddmon'S20 for 10% off all Fatal Grip purchases, such as controllers, controller grips, controller skins, all Fatal Grips merchandise, even their crates that are sponsored by G Fuel. all these other competitions they're doing, giveaways. Make sure to check my link description down below. Make sure to check out my donation link description down below. And I will be bringing you guys another Ddmon'S moments, which is relationships, next Sunday. When you see this video, this is your boy Dero, aka Ddmon'S 20. Yes, that's me, the Bass Lord, signing out. Peace.